take advantage of you, especially if you're kind. If you're a kind, forgiving person, and especially if you're like damaged and hurt and you don't have a lot of self-esteem, man, you're a mark for those people. They will find you so fast. They'll find you like a fucking bloodhound. You don't stand a chance. They'll come out of the woods until you fix yourself. They'll seek you out every which way. Give it up for Very Good Clips. Go subscribe to them. They're making money now.
My chain. My chain. My chain. Don't you like my chain?
Someone submitted this in the Discord, I believe. It might have even been last week. Woman sends $100,000 to online boyfriend claiming to be Matt Rife. Now, that's hilarious, obviously. My, knee-jerk reaction here is, I hate these shows and I hate these people and they're exploiting people. And then I watched the whole video and got timestamps and I realized they're the only people that I have really found on the internet who are compassionate people who actually have a lot of success. They're not exploiting these people at all. They're saving them so much money by interfering with this stuff because they're running interventions on these people who are getting scammed by Indians. Check this shit out. I got all the notes. I got all the receipts. This was a song I wanted to play, by the way, from the Japanese Django. It's so good. Django. Okay, here we go. Woman sends $100,000 to online boyfriend claiming to be Matt Rife. Let's set the scene here.
In your life, you've ever been in love?
I think so, yes.
My love, my heart, my forever, happy Valentine's Day, my beautiful wife.
This woman thinks she's getting married to the comedian Matt Rife.
How old are you ladies?
73.
73?
Nancy is planning to marry this man after receiving a ring in the mail.
So he asked you to marry him?
Yes.
And tattooing his name.
MSR on my ring finger, which is Matthew Stephen Rife.
Nancy is getting ready to come into $2 million after the sale of her home and divorce.
They're gonna get some good money for this house.
Yeah, and then I sent him cash.
Close to $100,000.
We'll team up with her daughter and fly to San Jose for a wild trip.
Nancy has passed.
I found Matt Rife's house.
Why can't y'all just let me be and be happy?
What? Wow.
Can't this just be real and let me be happy?
Can our team convince her before she sends any more money?
These guys are, if you're getting got by people in third world countries, Indians, Nigerians, whatever it is, nah, man, too dumb to live. But like I said, I immediately clicked on this and I said, this woman's an idiot. These people are dumb. And I started having compassion for this woman. I'm going to show you why. I have a lot of empathy for her. Let's get into it.
After the divorce and the sale of the house and he's real, I'll help you pack.
Well, what if the truth isn't what you want?
Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement with our videos help us reach new.
It's an intervention case. She's in a relationship with 29-year-old comedian Matt Rife.
Had so many conversations with her about how this isn't true.
Okay, so this is the daughter here, this hog. This this Bucky's hog. This is the I'll be nice. This woman, this is the daughter of the one. So this is the woman I actually hate. And it's not because she's fat. It's the only woman I hate in the whole thing because she can't get through to her mom. And obviously, the reason why she is so obsessed with getting her mom to stop is because of the inheritance. And that's pretty, I mean, she's just like slack-jawed the whole time, staring off into space. Like, could you guys get her to stop wasting my inheritance? And while you're at it, could you push her down the stairs so I can get a piece sooner than later? I got lawyers ready. We got her will written up. I had a wet pen ready to go. We got her all signed up. We got good Jews involved. Good Jews. I got a good will. I'm getting everything. No one else is getting anything. No grandkids. Fuck them. Please, please, please get her to stop sending hundreds of thousands of dollars to Indian guys. By the way, I've probably sent $100,000 to an Indian guy, but he's just the guy who makes mango lassi down the street and buttered chicken. Sent him millions.
She's actually admitted on a number of occasions that she doesn't think it's Matt Rife. She goes as far as believing that when he's on stage and she texts him, he responds in the middle of his show. She messages him all day long. When are you going to send me money? When are you going to buy gift cards? That's really like the long and short of all they talk about. Every day, I love you so much.
So the gift cards you can't trace. Obviously, that's why. The gift cards are perfect.
He'll say like the same thing, but can you send me money?
She has sent close to $100,000 and will not stop.
The person on the other end said, send the gift cards, we can invest it in a home together. Gift cards. Thousands and thousands of dollars in gift cards, Apple gift cards. They've been looking on Zillow. He sends her pictures of houses. She's probably spent close to $100,000. It's really getting hard to stomach.
Her obsession has taken a toll on the entire family, and she and my stepdad are in the process of separating after 43 years of marriage.
Been married 43 years, and probably the last 30 have been miserable for them, but they stuck.
This is what I hate about AI shit, man. I want to actually see the wedding photo. I don't want to see this dog shit AI stuff. And I think most people are just sort of, it's just stuff that flashes by on the screen. It's passive viewing anyway, but I don't know, something about this bums me out. I'm like, man, so all the true crime shitty shows that I watch when I'm in a hotel or something, or all that stuff is just going to be these AI images now. I'm not even going to get to see the real. I'd love to see if there was a spark in her eye. I would like to like build the story for them, but instead we just get this AI slop. Disgusting.
It out, and now they just don't want to stick it out anymore.
Show me the real
They're selling
photos.
their home and set to split $4 million from the sale, which I fear this guy's trying to get a hold of.
They talk about her divorce all the time and when the house is going to sell, when she's going to get the money. We live in the Bay Area. They're going to get some good money for this house.
$4 million they're getting for this shithole.
They're already on her end thinking about how to get.
Okay, so Lil Prungus says this is heartbreaking, but hear me out. These people are actually doing the Lurd's work. These people are doing the Lard's work. They're really doing great stuff here, and I'm going to break down exactly why. I got timestamps and everything about what they do.
So I'm trying to get all this taken care of before the sale of the house so she doesn't lose all that money too. Because I know they're already planning.
Because I want it.
I'm desperate and need help.
I want roast beef sandwiches. I need that money for roast beef.
Before she loses everything.
Adult Protective Services.
I want her to die so I can eat at Arby's every day. It's getting expensive, damn it.
Has been called. We've had social workers to the house. We've had sheriffs to the house, all telling her this is not real. This is not real. Like people that know, and she should believe. I don't know if she'll ever believe it, but it's not who she thinks it is. I just hope she'll open her eyes before she gets all this money.
Sincerely, Amanda.
I mean, you have this woman that's been married for, 43 years?
Yeah.
And she thinks she's dating.
Okay, so this part I thought was going to be boring. I'm going to play this little clip here because these people don't know who Matt Rife is, and they start breaking it down. I've never heard a normie talk about Matt Rife before, and listen to this.
He's 29, a 29-year-old comedian.
I never heard of Matt Rife. Let me look him up real quick. Matt Rife.
You as a girl can be just a friend to a guy, but it means you're ugly.
Girl!
His TikToks are funny because he roasts people, but live he's telling jokes.
I want your hat.
You want my hat?
Because I love wearing hats.
You love wearing hats?
Yeah.
Why would you want a hat when you have a perfectly good wig right now? Why would you want to throw something like that?
He has this style of joking where he pretends to like older women.
These couple of silver foxes right here. How old are you ladies?
73.
73? It's like my favorite flavor. You guys are twins?
Doing the lip biting thing. Apparently, a lot of his jokes, I looked it up, are him just like, what if I wanted to fuck a 79-year-old woman? Which does build a case here for Nancy, the lady who gets catfished. You can find tons of clips. He's like, oh shit, are you an octogenarian? Oh shit, I'm about to be up in those guys, baby girl. Baby girl, you a gilf. Oh shit. Oh shit. What is it? Centarian? I hate when people say like centarian or septenarian. What is it? Octogenarian, I think that's one of them, right? Just say they're in their 80s. Centarian, I think it is. Oh shit. Oh girl, I'm about to be up in them gray curtains, girl. Girl, I'm gonna need to make sure your teeth are fake so I can take them out and face fuck you, girl. I'm about to skull fuck you, but go real easy on your scalp because I know you got soft spots and shit. I mean, look at him. Girl. All he heard was she's 74 and they're sisters, and he's like, fuck. Fuck. Funny enough, he might be so, he's like deprived of oxygen at all times, probably. He might actually just want to fuck incredibly old women. Who even knows? I mean, does he even know what's going on?
And so maybe she thinks that she has a chance because he talks about how he loves older women.
This is a guy who's worth millions of dollars. And I'm pretty sure like
so people don't talk about him. He was a guy that was just a joke in the comedy world, like a Laugh Factory hack punchline guy. And then he got really big, and then Segura and all those guys just had him on. And we're like, it's great. Yeah, doing the road's great. Yeah? Yeah, dude, what's it like? Yeah, I love doing the road. Yeah. An hour of, yeah, you do the road? Yeah, I love it. It's great. All of a sudden, they both love each other, have tons of respect. They've never ever had a conversation or showed any adoration for one another until both parties are successful. Then all aboard. Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, no, touring's great. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I was in the airport the other day and I got recognized, and this guy was like, yo, can you point me where the bathroom is? He was like, he had to double take. He's like, you're Matt Rife. Tom Segura is sitting there with the hat. He's like, yeah, man. Yeah. Fucking airports, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a serial killer, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got surgery. I got surgery for a new jaw. I got every single teeth pulled. I went to the cosmetic dentist and I asked him to make me look like Freddie Freeman. But that's who Matt Rife was. No one talks about him negatively because it's all like, everybody's great, everybody's awesome. It's like cool. And I don't even want to be the guy that like shits on comedy. I'm bored of it at this point. I don't give a fuck. I truly don't give a fuck anymore. But every time I tune in, it's because it's been the same conversation, so there's nothing to say. Even if you're one of these like, people that want to react to the bad comedy and stuff, like obviously Red Bar's the king of it. He's great at it. But a lot of the guys that are still doing these little documentaries and stuff about Brendan Schaub, it's like, what else is there to say? You got to uncover new stuff. You got to be really good at that stuff to not bore me with it. There's only a couple guys truly that are actually pretty good at it, and the rest are parasites, in my opinion. The rest are a bunch of copycats who aren't very good.
Saw somewhere that he even bought his mom a house. Like, it's not a guy that needs money.
Well, Brienne, what do we have as far as the research goes?
That's the thing. We don't have anything.
What are you doing here? Wait, what are we doing here?
I know. So this is actually a case I've been working on since last year. We were open to helping her mom out, but her mom never wanted to meet with us.
There's
So
a real
now
photo.
her mom's
There we
changed
go.
her mind and she wants to seek help. And so I was hoping that maybe we can pull some research, maybe visit.
Girl, you think I maybe pull up to the nursing home and fuck your Jello cup? Girl, you got D cups and Jello cups? I'm about to roll to your motherfucking crib right now. Imagine if we lived in the world where white guys were allowed to say the N-word. I mean, mainstream white guys. Matt Rife would be selling out counties. He would stand in the middle of a county in a state, and every single person, it would just, the money would automatically come out of their pay stubs. Like it's Social Security, because they know every single person wants to buy it. If Matt Rife could say the N-word, he would sell out the moon and the Milky Way, and aliens would be landing on our planet to see him. He would be, please God, please allow a timeline where Matt Rife can say the N-word, Lord. Just soft A, Lord. He doesn't need to say the hard R. He's a sweet boy, Lord. Just let him say the soft A every now and then, Lord. Not as much as David Lucas, that fat hack. That fat black hack. Fuck him. I fucking hate David Lucas. Please, Lord, just let Matt Rife... Please allow an alternate timeline where Matt Rife starts saying the soft A N-word, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Them because it is a close flight.
This is the
Yeah,
woman
I agree,
from last year that
Conch Mills.
tattooed
I
her
agree.
finger?
Yes, so she tattooed Matt Rife's initials on her ring finger. So Amanda's really desperate for our help. I just spoke to her the other day and her parents are about to sell the house. The realtor is coming and things are starting to sink in for her mom. And I think she's gonna be open to hear what we have to say.
So it's trouble because she's 2 weeks away from some, and that might be fake because they're trying to build a narrative here and, you know, the ticking clock, it's the art of storytelling, blah, blah, blah. But from the conversation that they have with her, it seems that she's about to sell her $4 million house. She's getting half. She's leaving her husband for Matt Rife, I guess. She thinks. Matt Rife is telling her she owns a home in Los Angeles now, and he put her name on it. She doesn't know the address. She doesn't know, like, the big details or anything. So, let me go to my notes. I have the timestamp. I'm telling you guys, I'm preparing heavy for these shows. My daughter went down during the day. I was preparing in the morning when my wife went out. I was watching the newborn. I was holding the newborn right here, preparing the show. I'm preparing it. I got timestamps. I got things to talk about. We're doing this. I'm fucking my whole day up tomorrow. I'm fucking it up. And my parents are landing at 8 a.m. They're actually going to be here at 8 a.m. That's what I do for you guys, the show, because I love this show. I love you guys. I don't want to come in here unprepared like some jackass. I'm coming. I have things. I got sourdough starter. I got deer stags. Well, they're not over there. They're on my feet now. God, they feel good, actually. Glad I went with a 13 wide because they're almost too tight, but they're kind of perfect. These I could kind of do a 14 wide, honestly. So next timestamp is 9:50. Here we go. They're talking to Nancy.
Like 6 days and worrying about what Matt's doing and what I'm doing. And I've got to find a place to live. I got to get somebody to come and move all this shit. I've just got so many things going on. Why can't y'all just let me be and be happy?
Us?
All of my people.
Nancy, you're talking to people who intimately know where you're coming from. Seriously. This is like our daily lives. Like 24 hours.
So I don't know if you guys noticed right off the bat. This is what I want to talk about. Her nasty ass old white lady feet. I'd rather. Sorry, I'm getting too close to the mic. I'm blowing it out. Nancy, I'd rather see your shitty tits and pussy I'd rather see your trucker tits. You have the same tits as a meth head trucker. Male, who's been on the road for decades. You look like a man right now, and I'm not trying to offend you. Hide your feet. I'd rather you get your feet cut off than me have to see those nasty fucking hooks. Those nasty cleavers. They're disgusting. She's got them propped up in front of the camera. Disgusting. Things I'd rather see you do before I see you do this. Pick your armpit. Pick shit out of your nose and eat it. Pick something off of your tongue that might have hair growing on it because it's so gross. I'd rather see your shit in the toilet, your piss in the toilet. I'd rather see your pussy. I'd rather see your tits. There's a huge list of things I'd rather see before I see these nasty, disgusting. Oh, God. It looks like when you have meat in the fridge that goes bad. Like you were going to get around to cooking it Friday, and then a friend asked you to go to dinner, and then you forgot about it, and then come next Friday, you're like, oh, fuck it. It's like under the eggs. You look at it, it's all gray. It looks like something that you just go, ugh, and you put it right in the trash. Right in the trash. There it goes.
Today we work, like, I'm not joking, 7 days a week. We're always available.
We are not here to judge. We're not here to pick at you. We don't even know what's going on until we actually look at all the research. We're a complete third party, non-biased. We're here to provide you with answers, closure, clarity, whatever it is that you're seeking in this relationship.
And you set the boundaries. So if you're like, hey, look, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, we'll give you guidance, as experts, but you set the boundaries for how we do things. We are only here tomorrow. So I'm like, we only have so much time.
Right.
And so if you can open up about kind of like what's happened, how you've been communicating, anything you've sent, we can start collecting that information. Tonight, we'll go back to the hotel, we'll start doing research, and then we can come back tomorrow if you're available and meet, and we'll provide you with all the information. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, cool.
Nancy agreed to open up to us, so our team set up some cameras.
They, just her airing out her shirt like that,
and try to get as much information as we could about this Matt Rife profile.
Okay. So I set that up. You show, this is how you actually talk to people who are mentally ill or unwell. You actually have to be, the whole tough love thing is not real. It's never been real, ever. I don't believe in that. The whole this hurts me more than it hurts you thing. Don't weaponize love. Keep love out of your lips, out of your mouth. Keep it. That's not what love is. Love is compassion. Love is listening. Love is being gay. Love is not going, you have to stop this right now. You're being crazy. I've had friends that have tried to and I'm sure everybody's had this happen to them. They try to hold your feet to the flames and they talk down to you and tell you need to hear the fucking truth. Fuck you. No, that never, ever, ever, ever helps. Don't treat me like I'm a child. Don't talk to me like I'm, like I have no prefrontal cortex. Don't talk to me. You're talking. I've seen friends. I've had friends talk to me where I go, they don't even talk to dogs like this. Dude, I got to be honest with you. Who else is going to be honest? Dude, you suck. Fuck you. People that want to be right all the time, what a worthless pursuit. I'm going to be the fucking truth. All right, man. Enjoy being a terrible hang. Enjoy being not a fun guy at all. Enjoy being a bastard. Enjoy being a bastard who's constantly burning bridges, burning relationships. But I've had a friend once that was like, I regret I regret all the relationships in my past that have failed with friends and people, and because of things I've had to say to them. But at the end of the day, in any of those situations, was I ever wrong? Like, well, if that's what you want to be, if you want to be the right one, you want to be the right one with no friends. You want to. There's a way to tell people the truth by showing them love and compassion. Nobody wants to be talked to. That's why I realized that these catfish guys are great. And people need like loving, supportive, intervention style things to get people to actually change. You can see how she's not receptive at all and combative and not wanting to hear them. And they're very calm. They're like, well, maybe we can show you some evidence and blah, blah. That's how people actually arrive at an understanding. That's how you actually help somebody. Everything is very, and not to sound like a pussy, but everything is very, very kind of like violent and aggro. And, just don't be a fucking bitch, dude. Okay, thanks. I don't want to be around you anymore. You suck. You suck. When people talk like that to me, all I hear is you talking about how great you are and how much I suck ass and don't know anything. Why would I want to be friends with somebody like that? Just say to them, why would you want to be friends with me if you're so great and I suck so much ass? Why? Could you explain that to me? You seem to be so perfect and you have to go around, you're this arbiter of truth and you have to hold everybody's feet to the flames and hold everybody accountable. Why are you so perfect? You're completely full of shit. There's 9 things in this conversation I could say to you right now that would destroy you, but I don't, because friends don't do that to each other. I don't go up to you and I go, hey man, you're super insecure about this and you need to fix it. Hey man, you have this blinding thing in your personality and it's fucked up. You gotta fucking do something about it, man. Is that what a friend does? Is that tough love? That sounds to me like you're an incredibly insecure person who attacks people and you have abandonment issues and you have to attack people who get close to you. So when they finally push you away, you can blame it on them because they can't handle the truth. You're the one who brings them the truth and they reject it. Oh, well, they didn't reject me. They just rejected the things I had. No, you're an asshole. You're a bastard. You're a cocksucker. Be fun. Life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be filled with all these good and wonderful things. And friendship is this rare, complicated thing that can be just completely and totally amazing. And you're shitting all over it. Because people that do that to you, usually it's like they're going through something. And then later they try to apologize. And it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Especially as you get older, you're like, you know what, man? Because those people just keep doing it time and time again. It's just classic BPD behavior. It's borderline personality disorder people. They've been abandoned as a child or whatever, and then they fear that you're going to abandon them. So they constantly belittle you. They constantly attack you, degrade you. They can never give you any praise. They're always talking down to you. They are treating you like a child. And then when they've gone too far and they realize they've completely pushed you over the edge, they try to apologize and say they were going through something, that they're going to correct their behavior. And you try to be a loving, forgiving person, and you go, that's okay. I know you're going through a lot. I forgive you. And then what? And you go, but this is a boundary of mine. You can't, please don't cross it. It's not fun for anybody. It's not constructive. It's not good. Here's my boundary. And they go, no, no, no. Well, they might even say they're going to go to therapy. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. You go, okay. Next week, they do the same thing. Right back to the old behavior. Right back into it. I've known 3 or 4. I've had relationships with 3 or 4 people like this. And yeah, I probably attract it to some degree because of the amount of worthlessness I feel and self-hate, which I've done a lot of work on, I think. And I definitely, in the past 3 years, I've developed a pretty strong backbone and I stand up for myself a lot more. The hate is still there, obviously, but that's okay. In my opinion, those people, from what I've seen, are pretty much past help. And as you get older, you go, you know what, man? Days pass by so quickly. I try to use all my time preciously with either my family or making something I care about or I'm proud about. And you know what, man? I don't want to live in this like weird cycle with you. Get over it, man. Get the fuck over it. Get over your insecurities and stop attacking people constantly that are close to you. Anyway, that's what I really realized watching this old bitch, this old stupid bitch sending money to Matt Rife is this is how you talk to people. That's how you talk to them. So here's something here, 1330 I wanted to talk about. This was interesting to me. This to me also like exposed so much about heterosexual relationships. This exposed a lot to me about hetero. I define relationships as homosexual relationships or heterosexual because I suck. No, I'm just kidding. This is what I learned about. Watch this. Watch this here.
Relationships like this.
I say that's low self-esteem, seriously. But I don't actually have that anymore.
So is this the first time in your life you've ever been in love?
I think so, yes. That's pretty sad, huh? 71 years old. I don't know, I was scrolling through either YouTube or TikTok one day and I'd never heard of the guy before. And I saw one of his comedy routines and I went, holy shit, this guy's hysterical.
He's very witty.
Mm-hmm.
Very witty, very quick, very smart.
He's a little too urban for me, though. He needs to cut out that black shit. He's a good white boy. He needs to stop talking like a fucking...
Hey, what's up? It's Matt Rife. Yo, girl. I'm about to run over to your crib right now, smash a Jello cup and a D cup, motherfucker.
Sorry. He needs to... I love Matt Rife. He's the love of my life, but he needs to cut out the shit. All right? Pull your damn pants up. You're a good white boy. Stop acting like a fucking poor. I wish they just exposed at the end. She's incredibly racist.
Sent a comment. That's kind of how it started. And then all of a sudden, he's on my DM, and I'm like, okay, we'll see what this does.
Yeah, so people in the chat are like, yeah, my homie's just like that. Yeah, these people have BPD. They have like a serious, they're either like bipolar or they have borderline or something. They're just like, they're pieces of shit. They're pieces of shit. And in my opinion, those people, they do not change. They have been hurt so badly. And you can have, compassion and pity for them, but your life improves 100-fold if you cut out all communication with them and you never, ever talk to them again. And that seems kind of drastic. But those people generally, they need people like looking at them all the time and thinking about them. They like crave attention, but then they grow weary of it. It's, everybody contains these, big, grand, like, like these contradictory feelings. You want to be alone, but you always want to be around people. Stuff like that. Everybody feels that on a basic level, but these people are like on another level. The highs and lows are crazy of the way they treat people. And I think on some level, people with BPD are kind of, they're like, and I'm not even a guy that likes defining mental illness, but this is the thing. And people need medication who are like that. They 100% need medication. Because there's like no cure. I think it's like some level of sociopathy, honestly. Like, I think they view people as a tool they can use to sort of suck the life out of. There's a great film about it called Persona by Bergman. It's a fantastic film. Cringe, hipster fag, yeah, whatever. It's a great film. I relate to a lot of his films because, he was he's raised very Christian. He's a Swedish guy. He loved to masturbate and stuff. And obviously, I don't agree with his perspective and everything on like. But he made some beautiful spiritual films and stuff about what I consider is like the vampiric nature of people. And Persona is one of those. Some people can't exist unless they're around someone else. They need a new influx of people that they shed like snake skin constantly, or they're not living. They're vampires. They become whoever they're around. They suck the life force out of them and use them and use them and use them as much as you will let them pimp you out, rape you, fuck you, torture you, take advantage of you, especially if you're kind. If you're a kind, forgiving person, and especially if you're like damaged and hurt and you don't have a lot of self-esteem, man, you're a mark for those people. They will find you they'll find you like a fucking bloodhound. You don't stand a chance. They'll come out of the woods until you fix yourself. They'll seek you out every which way. These people have a nose for that kind of stuff. Everybody knows people like this. They're bastards. The only way I can really think of it is like they're fucking bastards. Wait, did I wake my daughter up? No, that's actually the owl. The great horned owl is outside. I can hear him. I have a window behind here, behind the TV, behind this fake wall. God, I wish you guys could hear him right now. Oh, man, he's in the tree right outside the house right now. I've been hunting this motherfucker for you guys don't know how long. And I've been staying out there looking at the moon, smoking my pipe, reading, writing. Usually I get a lot of my writing done after 7. Man, he's still hooting. And I'll be out there and I hear crazy stuff. But this owl, I've been hearing him kill mice. I've been hearing him descend on things, flap his wings. I don't have a bright flashlight, so I haven't been able to see him directly. But man, I hear him. And these owls are great. These are archangels. No wonder they go after rats. These horrible things deep in the shadows of your subconscious. Owls come out at night. These archangels, they still out, and they come in, they dive into the deep, and they rip out. They bring forth to light and consume, integrate the other side. They find the terrible things of this world. Rats, mice. Darkness illumines all. They find these things everywhere. I hear these rats, these mice screaming, and I have so many trees and bushes in my backyard on this hill. The landlord doesn't take care of it. Man, he's hooting so loud outside the TV right now. And let me tell you something about this guy. He is hungry. The other night I heard him kill like 2-3 mice. He's a mice saying, screaming. I hear him flapping his wings, descending on these guys. Last night, too, you know, it was crazy. I couldn't find them, but there were these two big-ass either raccoons or... I have gophers at the top of my hill, too, that have been digging tons of holes everywhere. They're incredible. I'd love to get a sight on them. God, I would love to feast my eyes on a damn gopher, but... There's these fat-ass fucking raccoons. They live in my trash cans. I've seen them a couple times. I come home late at night after recording the pod or something, and the big fat one will pop out of the trash can like this, and just like, he goes back in. He just keeps eating. He's such a fat fucker. He's such a big fat fucker. But because there's so much foliage here, everybody else's backyards, you know, these people... On all sides of me, it's all Jews that have passed down their wealth to their children. You know, people who are much more capable, savvy, smarter, intelligent, better with money. All these people, they hoard their wealth, but they pass it down to their kids. You know, they don't. I feel like WASP are like they don't want to pass down anything. They'd rather have all their money burned when they die. White people will like leave all their money to their cat. They go, fuck my children. Burn in hell. Jews, when you turn like 10, they'll give you like a bond or like they give you something that matters. They don't give you a 1992 Toyota Corolla so you can, you know, go be a lifeguard for a summer. They go, hey, here's a stock in something. Hey, here's a bond. Hey, here's a savings account. Hey, I think taxes for houses are gonna go up next year, so I'm gonna transfer it to you so the taxes are kind of lower. I'm gonna sell you the house for, you know, whatever, and that's why Jews are number one. That's why Jews are killing it. Because family actually matters to them. They don't have kids and leave them. They don't hate their children. They don't hate their families. They care about their own. They look after their own. Say what you want about them, but they're killing it when it comes to that. It's because the family unit is very important. You don't see a lot of retarded Jews out there. That's what a guy, my Uber driver in San Diego, said to me. He goes, you got your kids in music classes and stuff? I'm like, oh yeah, we're reading to her a lot. And he goes, good. He goes, he was the guy that had cancer. He was my Uber driver that had cancer. I think I talked about him on Lemon Party, but he was like, yeah, you don't see a lot of dumb fucking Jews walking around. They get their kids playing piano, playing clarinet. I think he said he said like dumb fucking Jews. I was like a little taken back by it. Just to hear an Uber driver randomly say you don't see a lot of dumb fucking Jews, but I wasn't taken that aback by it because he told me right before that he was dying. He goes, yeah, doctor found something in my kidney. I was like, oh, you getting treatment for that? He's like, fuck them. Yeah, they're full of shit. He goes, I've lived a long life. I'll take my chances. You read it to your daughter? And then he just started talking about Jews. He started talking about, he's like, Jews, you know, they appreciate the family. They read to their kids. They get them in music classes immediately, you know, but you got to expand those parts of your brain. You got to learn those new skills in those, you know, first 6 years. That's really important. You don't see a lot of dumb fucking Jews, you know? Just looking out the window. I'm like, is he going to have a stroke? Is the last thing I'm going to hear before I die is my Uber driver in San Diego. I'm in the backseat with my pregnant wife. He's saying the doctor found something in his kidney and he's telling me to raise my kids like Jews. We're barreling down the PCH. San Diego's a wild place, and it's sad to see that it's changed, Jace. It's sad to see. Yeah, fuck the boomers, man. Fuck the boomers. They don't care about boomers are smog. They're dragons. They all they want to do is hoard their wealth, and even when they're dead, they don't want you to have it. Even when they're dead. Like I said, it's crazy that there aren't wills out there where boomers die, and then their last will and testament, you have to gather around a landfill where all of their money and possessions are burned in front of you. They hate. It's a generation of people who actually hate if you're successful. And they make your success about their failures. And they always act like you're never good enough and what you're doing doesn't really mean anything. It's such a narcissistic, and I don't even believe the whole thing of like, you're a Zoomer, you're a millennial, you're a zillennial, you're a boomer. Whatever, man. Aren't there enough things that kind of just say they were born 6 years ago? Say they were born, 30 years. Not everybody falls in a certain thing and is, I don't want to be the everything's a construct guy, but it's just there's enough things that divide us already. It's just do we have to? But I even fall victim to saying, I even hate saying it. It feels so cringe. It feels so cringe to talk about boomers. Here's my thought on boomers. Die. The ones who suck ass, die. Die already. You guys all want to die, so die. If you want to die, die. Stop waiting around. Route all your money. Don't even wait for the will. Route all your money. Pull it all out in cash. Put it in a big No Country for Old Men briefcase. Leave it on my front door. And then pull out a gun right there and blow your head off. How's that sound? By the way, I'm not addressing my parents because they have no money. So I'm not addressing them. I love them dearly. I want them to live forever. They don't have anything to pass down. So God bless them. They don't have to. I'm talking about the people I've seen that they hate their children. They hate them so much. Hate them. And they talk about how their life in front of their children, talk about how their lives could have been different if they didn't have kids. They hate the family unit. And, the less successful a race of people are is totally determined on whether or not the family unit is strong and if they care about family. Dude, a lot of Mexicans, they don't make any money in LA, but the Mexican unit is strong, man. You can't fuck with them. You can't. They're going to thrive. All my Mexican friends out here, their parents say, live with us until you've saved up enough money that you can buy your own place. Work your ass off. Stay with us. We will buy your groceries. We will pay your rent. We will pay the bills. Stay here. Don't do drugs. If you work your ass off, you can stay here. Don't waste your money on rent because they don't have any money to give their kids, but they want to help out because they care about family. Family matters. Oh, you have a kid. I'm going to come over so you can still work. I'm going to be grandma and I'm going to come over and help and everything. Totally selfless people. They love God, work really hard, wonderful people. That's why they have success in this country, despite working jobs where they don't make much money. So white people won't exist in 20 years. I'm pretty. Every white person I know doesn't even want to have kids. I'm the only white guy I know that wants to have kids. I have 0 friends with kids. I have 0 white friends with kids. I have a couple in Dallas. One of them's Greek though. I don't know if that counts. He's a Greek guy. I love him, but other than that, everyone's like, nah, I'm not gonna have kids. Fuck it, man. My parents sucked, and I'm afraid I'm gonna suck as bad as my parents. It's all right, it's pretty defeatist, but anyway. So this is what I want to talk about with this lady here.
And one thing led to another, and here we are. We talk every day, every night. I don't think there's a day that's gone by in this past however long I've been talking to him that we haven't spoken. I like that he communicates with me. He's very kind. Just kind of, let me get to know you. Let's get to know each other. We'll communicate. We'll see where this goes. And it just kept going.
So this is what I realized about this. Let me go back. What I realized about this is that, and I'm look, I don't defend Indians much on this show, but I'm going to defend this Indian behind the keyboard right now. Indians are like, go wide. I like the wide. Indians are like better. They're like more attentive than just your average boyfriend. From what I've seen and witnessed, like it's spam, but so no wonder she knows it's not real. But she's like, hey, he's nice. He asks me. I was married for 35 years. My husband never said good morning once. Matt Rife, Indian Matt Rife. I think the guy's in Kuwait, actually, we find out. But who gives a shit? Let's just keep calling him Indian. Look, he's so sweet and attentive. He's a good boyfriend. That's a sweet. I like to think, even though he's scamming her for well over $100,000, he siphons from her over the course of a year, and we're gonna find out why. This gets really interesting. Also, sweet, loving, great boyfriend. He does get to gaslighting her a bit, and we'll get into that. But let's go to 23 minute 23. Or maybe I think I actually wanted to watch this part here. Hold on.
See where this goes, and it just kept going. Like, it hit me so hard because I'd
She's
been
getting
without
emotional,
it for
even
so
though
long.
she knows he's an Indian at this
With
point.
my current husband,
She's like, he was a dream.
wow, somebody actually cares about me? Somebody actually thinks I'm attractive still? What? What? You know, how does that happen?
Someone wants to touch
told
my
him, "Dude,
vagine and
I'm old
bobs.
enough to be your grandmother." What's the common phrase for that one? Age is only a number.
When he talks to you, does he ever tell
What if
you
it's Cash
jokes
Patel?
like he does on
So
stage?
funny.
He never jokes.
No.
He never sends you one joke.
That's one question I asked her. What
Really?
does he think his funniest joke is? And she's like, I don't know.
I don't find a lot of things funny.
Mhm.
And
This is interesting. She's like, I have a fucked up sense of
I
humor.
think if I went to one of his shows or something, I probably wouldn't laugh. It's not that they're not funny, because he's extremely witty. But I have my own weird sense of humor. Very dark, very over the top, and not a lot makes me laugh. I'll crack myself up before somebody else will.
What do you think that you like the most about
Look at
Matt?
it.
Didn't he just recently change his hair color? He's like bleach blonde or
Not
something,
anymore. He
right?
changed it
I
back.
think
Oh,
he's
he
back to
did.
brown again.
Oh, did he change
I
it
think
back?
so.
Yeah, too many
Yeah,
complaints.
she's
What
just
do you
a
think of
fat
the
pig
blonde?
who wants to siphon
I
everything from her
wasn't
stupid
going
mother.
for it.
No.
No. And then when he did put it back to brown, I didn't even notice, and he got all pissed off. Because she didn't even notice my hair color.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah. You got to watch this too. You got to watch this for the next couple minutes. We get into the ring and everything. This is insane.
Dude, I mean, I can't see everything. There's just a lot of things about him, even though I haven't met him personally.
I think it was in the news recently. Within the last few months, Matt Rife has a girlfriend?
This guy's so
Mariah Moore?
good. I'd wager he's half Nigerian, half Indian. The ultimate scammer. You have a half Nigerian, half Indian kid. He could be doing circles. He could have 20 different phones going. You know how those people who are poker legends can have like 30 online games going at the same time? You get a half Indian, half Nigerian guy with 30 iPads and a big like Matrix the Architect room. He could be scamming the elderly. Guys like that could be getting Apple gift cards in the millions every day. There's a real racket to be made right now, and I've had neighbors this has happened to them. Had a neighbor lost 25 grand. I talked about it on I think the Patreon of Lemon Party, but yeah, I care about them deeply, and they're somewhat old, and I would eat dinner with them a lot, and I love them dearly. Still see them from time to time, but yeah, they just a classic. Got a phone call. I'm sorry. they something popped up on their computer where they're like, hey, your internet's down, you need to call this number. They're like 77, man. They call the number, Indian guy saying, oh, we can fix your internet, but you have to send us like $300. Sends the guy $300. The internet still doesn't work. The thing is still on the screen. Calls the number back. Hey, I sent you guys the $300. Why aren't you guys fixing the internet? Oh, sorry, sir. Well, we're not sure what's going on, but we'll refund you the $300. Okay, just hold on 1 second. Wires him, think it was $30,000. Starts freaking out. They call him and they go, hey, we accidentally sent you $30K. You have to give it back to us or we're going to report this. You can't keep this. It would be stealing. Old guy, this is my neighbor. He's freaking out. Doesn't know what to do. And he goes, okay, well, I'll just, he had a business. He's like, I'll just wire transfer it back. They're like, no, you have to go get cash from your bank, pull it out, and put it in our mailbox or your mailbox. He panicked. He didn't even tell his wife, ran out the door, got the money. And of course, they had never even transferred anything. Or like didn't go through or something. Regardless, he was out 25, 30 grand. He put it in his mailbox. He says a black car pulled up. He was afraid. They got out. They got the money and left. He never even saw him. Realized kind of what had happened once he, man, my heart dropped when I heard this story too. I was like, fuck, I wish I was home. I wish he had come over and knocked, because they'd knock on my door all the time and see what's up. But I had just moved. Man, I wish I still lived, because they would come to me with like internet problems, computer problems. To them, I'm just a kid, even though I was 30. I wish I could have been there for him. He would have never even called the number. He probably would have asked me if I could help him with it. But yeah, he put the cash in a bag, and this is what happened. This is when I knew things were fucked up. Calls the police. Police come over. He tells them what happened. They go, yeah, we get calls like this all day long. And they were like, really? And they go, yeah, this just happens all the time. You'd actually be surprised. So cops are constantly showing up to elderly people's doors where they're getting involved in some sort of scam where they're, I think my granddaddy and granddaddy on my dad's side, my uncle stepped in and stopped this guy from, because when they passed away, they were in tons of debt and they lived in a trailer home in Whitehall, Texas. By the time they both passed, house couldn't have been worth more than 60, 70K. I think at that point they weren't in a trailer home anymore. They were in some sort of house. I remember spending a couple Thanksgivings there and my granddaddy saying the N-word a bunch. Fun, good memories. They needed something on they had a little chimney and there's something wrong with their flue. No, you know what it was? This is what happened. A guy knocked on their door and was like, hey, I'm from the city. I need to inspect your like chimney flue or something. He came and he's like, yeah, this stuff's not up to code. You're going to have to pay, I think it was like 25 grand, which they were going to pay. They were going to like take out a credit card because they thought they had to fix. I mean, they were like 84. They don't know anything. And they were already so much in debt. Who knows who knows at that age what they were even thinking? And the guy was like coming over to work on it. And my uncle intervened and like told the guy to fuck off and get away. And he wasn't even a real like construction guy. And it was all a scam. So people are constantly taking advantage of the elderly. It's really, it's really sad. There are scams on the elderly like you wouldn't believe. A lot of them are vicious and evil and cruel, and they need to be, like Ben Stiller's character in Happy Gilmore. That needs to be going on a little bit more from what I've seen. There's a lot of vicious old evil hags out there who are just making everybody's life a living hell. Those people aren't the ones that are taken advantage of, though, because when they answer the phone, they go, fuck off. Stop, shut the fuck up. I'm an evil old bitch. Shut up, you fucking Packy. And they slam the phone down. It's the sweet old, I was making cookies for my grandson. Why do I have to send you $40,000, Mr. Apu? Those are the people. It's the sweet old ladies that are taking advantage of, unfortunately, that where they can be intimidated in anything.
What's up with that?
Good question. He says it's not. Okay, well, you guys look really cozy.
What do you think about him and Mariah?
I don't even know what to think.
His management made him do it.
Is that what he told you?
He says his management team mostly posts everything. He doesn't post.
I buy that.
He did make her get rid of all of her social media.
These guys always date a girl where you can't be critical of the girl they date.
Is that
like, it's so clearly not a I'm in love thing. Like, it's just like you're just a boring, this is the type of girl I want type of, it's just like picking at a shoe at a Foot Locker, it's just, it's all these big famous guys, they end up getting with just nothings. You see her, she's not real. You don't feel anything. I mean, obviously she's good looking. I'm not saying she's ugly. It's just like, there's no synapses firing in my brain. I'm not a guy that's like, you couldn't be attracted to someone unless you're in love with them. That's like crazy, but like, and obviously she's attractive, but it's just nothing. It's just you're boring. Why do you? But these guys, they change their face, their teeth, their eyes. Nothing's real. I mean,
what he told you
goes without saying, obviously.
He says his management team mostly posts everything. He doesn't.
When I see this, I think you're gay. You're getting with the idea of what you think straight guys want. It's nothing. It's nothing. A straight man is like Tiger Woods. A straight man wants hoes, sluts, back tattoos, cigarettes, hoes, someone to do tricks on it and shit. Not someone's like, no, don't look at me. No, don't look. No, turn off the lights. No, don't stop. Oh, stop. Okay, I'm ready. No, I can. No. Don't look at me when I suck your dick. Don't look at me when I suck your dick. Stop. Oh, stop. That's what a straight man wants some hoes, baby girl. Baby girl, you gonna do tricks on it and shit. I want you to suck my dick in the Escalade. I don't even want to know your motherfucking name. That's what a straight guy wants. A straight guy wants to fuck every single woman in the world at once, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Is that what he told you?
He says his management team mostly posts everything. He doesn't post.
He did make her get rid of all of her social media months back. Because he posts stories every day, for the most part.
Mostly on Instagram.
Mostly on Instagram.
Well, I still have Instagram.
Well, you got a new one because I was like, you need to at least follow him.
Oh.
To see where he's at. To see if the stories line up.
I've talked to him on the phone. We've videoed each other, but never FaceTime.
Okay, so you gotta see the videos.
Each other, but not FaceTime.
I mean, he'll send me a video of himself.
Okay, this is
my love. My heart, my
there we
forever.
go.
Happy Valentine's Day, my beautiful wife. No matter how far apart we are, my love for you knows no distance.
I will tell you, it sounds like Matt Rife. However, it's very robotic. Not only have you not had a...
However, she turns, she goes, could someone get me like some Wendy's? Is there any way we could get some Wendy's going? Does anybody want a pizza? She has the Coke right here. This is a classic this is a Southern gal. She has a Coke on her all time like it's concealed carry.
Day, my beautiful wife, no matter how far apart we are, my love for you.
Imagine being that overweight and just, you're like, yeah, I drink Coca-Cola. Fuck you. It's such a great, like, you might as well walk around with a bunch of hot dogs in your purse if you're constantly drinking Coca-Cola.
I mean, he'll send me a video of himself.
My love, my heart, my forever. Happy Valentine's Day, my beautiful wife. No matter how far apart we are, my love for you knows no distance.
I will tell you, it sounds like Matt Rife. However, it's very robotic. Not
However-
only have you not had a
However,
FaceTime,
can I get a
you've
number
never had a
5
proper
with extra
phone call
fries?
with him.
Thank you.
What does he say the reason is why he can't?
Because I'm not divorced.
Okay, so what I realized too is like with old people, man, and like if you love your family, you gotta keep an eye on them with this stuff. I even started going through things with my parents where I'm like, oh man, I need to like start asking them some more questions and start make sure there's nothing going on. My wife had a friend who thought she was, and this was like a 35-year-old woman. And she was like, yeah, I'm talking to this doctor. And my wife was like, really? Like, yeah, he's a doctor. He's going to fly me to Switzerland. He's always traveling, so we haven't met, but we've been talking for 3 months. We met on Facebook. My wife was like, okay. Like, and she was showing her the messages. And my wife had to be like, this isn't real. She's like, yeah, I've kind of thought that, but do you think that? He's like, yeah, he's not a real person. She's like, have you met him? Have you talked to him on the phone? Well, no, we haven't talked on the phone, but he's really busy. And my wife was like, she's trying to be really nice. She's like, he's not real. He's not real. And she had to like in that moment, she like broke up with, she's like, yeah, you're probably right. He's not, for all I know, she's still talking to this doctor, but she thought she was going to like fly to Switzerland in a few weeks on a romantic thing. But anyway, my wife was going through the messages. She was like kept asking for like birthday and like social and like weird shit that she didn't feel like comfortable giving. It's like, so that's happening to like, 35-year-old women with 9-to-5 jobs. These people, you need to look after your parents. Like that AI, me and you can tell it's AI. Pretty soon, we probably won't be able to tell in like, 6 months. You got to keep it. Dude, we take away old people's keys. We take away their driver's license. Why wouldn't we take away their access to the internet? You got to take it away from them at some point. They can't handle it. Everything they see on the screen, they think is real. Take away their keys. You wouldn't let them have a loaded gun on them, would you? Don't let them have Facebook. By the way, so my great-grandnanny, which is obviously my dad's side, not my mom's. My mom's from Jersey. My grandnanny, I'll give you a hint. It's on my dad's side. Grandnanny. My great-grandnanny. On my dad's side, I believe it was my great-grandnanny. She had like $40,000 in savings at the end of her life. She gave away $25,000 to a televangelist. My dad said she had no front teeth. She lost her front teeth from opening beer bottles with them. They ripped out one day. She couldn't walk because she was a great big fat lady. She lived in the trailer with my granddaddy and granddaddy. She would sit in front of the TV. And this was before remotes. So to change the channel on the TV, of which there were few, she had a cane that she walked with because she was a great big fat old lady. And she would punch. My dad said he could remember as a kid, she would punch the TV with her cane to change the channel. And there was this televangelist she really loved. And my granddaddy and granddaddy found out she had given away like $25,000 in savings to this televangelist who she wanted to like pray for him. And they took her money away. It's heartbreaking, man. But that's only going to get worse. That was happening then. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. We got to take care of these people as they get older, man. We got to take care of them. We got to look after our family. We got to protect them from the Indians. We got to protect them from the damn Pakis and the Nigerians and shit. I'm not for being racist. When it comes to this stuff, you got to be racist. Someone in the chat says being racist is a defense mechanism against this shit. It really is. Assume anyone you're talking to on the phone is just like an Indian guy with shit in his diaper who's sitting in a little call center with a cowboy mic talking to like 50 old people at the same time. George Hitler Floyd says, "Holy shit, I have to show you a scam that got my grandfather." All right, I'm all ears.
That's the big deal. I'm not divorced.
So he asked you to marry him with that ring?
No. That's a ring he initially sent me.
Damn, I got so many bubbles in the starter.
Yes.
This
Do you
thing's
have
ready
it?
to go.
Yes.
Can you take it out?
Yeah.
You have to see this ring. You guys are gonna scream when you see
I took it to my jeweler because I'm going, this thing doesn't even have a hallmark on it. What's going on? And he said, oh no. Okay, so the reason I don't wear it is because whatever the metal is, I think it's like nickel and something, a couple of different metals together. And it had been dusted with like white gold dust. Well, as soon as that wore off, it starts turning my finger green. And that was my thing, you know, it's like he's going, I want to pick something out. I go, I don't get it. I don't get a say in this.
But then the ring in this video right here,
different.
I hope you don't mind me asking.
That's not the same ring.
It's a different ring.
Did he ask your ring size before he sent it, or?
Yeah. I
It
mean,
turned
I've
my
said
hand
all of my
green.
life, I will never get.
That was the Indian diarrhea on the ring when he packed it, Bam. She hands him a ring. There's just a little turd in the prong. It's a tiny little turd nugget. It's covered in green shit.
Get a tattoo ever. I won't do that to myself. And one day I was driving past a tattoo place and I just pulled in. And I had them put the MSR on my ring finger, which is Matthew Stephen Rife.
Sad.
For Matt Rife?
Sad.
So I did something that's probably, you know, way out of line.
You see how much the ink bled?
I don't care.
Is it hard for old people
And then
to
I told him.
Wow.
get tattoos?
Was
It
he
bleeds,
surprised?
huh?
He
It's
was.
like papyrus leaf.
But he was also okay with it. He says I can come down
I
to
love
LA.
it.
And
I can't
yeah,
believe
the
you
first
got
time
my
I've
name
ever
tattooed,
really,
babe.
I believe, ever really been in love. I get on such a high from it.
I can't wait to take a big doo-doo on you. You're the love of my life. I can't wait to piss and shit all over you, baby. I can't wait to take a big fat crap on your bulbs. Oh, I would love to do very stinky things to you. I would love to do very sticky things to you in the bedroom, Nancy. Oh, I would love to eat the shit out of your toilet. I would love for you to take a big fat shit and I eat the shit out of the toilet, baby.
Just everything else goes by the wayside.
I
Matt
love you
is
too,
just-
handsome.
He's like my core
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Well, Seekers, as you can see, we had quite the task ahead of us. Nancy was even deeper than we could imagine. We felt we had enough information about how Nancy got to this point with this Matt Rife profile, so we decided to dig in a little deeper. Nancy had sent $60,000. We needed to figure out how she sent it and who received it.
Where did money come into play?
Okay, so real quick side note here. George Hitler Floyd in the chat. I'll call you by your Christian name. George Hitler Floyd says his grandfather got ripped off by this guy. Who is this guy?
Do you need a miracle? Real people with real needs are receiving real life-changing
Pop-Pop
miracles
spring
when
water
they use the
commercial.
Miracle Spring Water.
My husband brought the spring water up and I drank it. And I'm speaking today. I had no speech, totally paralyzed, and now I'm testifying. You have sent me the
Wait, so how much money did your grandfather give the Miracle Spring Water people?
and I used it. You told me I was going to get a check for $7,000. Sure enough, I got a check in the mail. It was exactly $7,000.
This faith tool will help you to see liberation.
Dude, he looks like he's taking his shit.
This faith.
Dude, he looks like he's on a toilet and they green screened him into a chair wearing a suit. This dude's got mad hemorrhoids.
Tool will help you to see liberation from the bondage of debt. It's free. I want to send it to you. No obligation. Call me now.
And when you told me to anoint my checkbook yesterday, I received a letter for over $45,000 that my second mortgage was paid off.
Get the spring water, drink the spring water, or whatever you need to do with it. It really works.
Release your
baby.
faith now by calling
You
for
can put a little Kool-Aid in there.
your free packet of Miracle
They
Spring
got
Water.
grape spring water miracle. They got black cherry miracle spring water. You can add Kool-Aid in that shit. It don't take the magic away, baby.
It's free just for calling.
It's free. It's free. $10K. $10K is grandfather laws to the Miracle Spring Water. I don't even know. It's free, so I don't even know how that happens, but is anyone commenting here like, yeah, man, it's bad? No, there's no comments. Comments are off. Back to this lady. So many scams out there, man.
He needed, I don't know, was always needing
Do you remember what the first thing was?
The first thing? No, do you?
First thing he asked you for money for was because his management was not releasing any of his money to him.
All of his money was tied up by his previous management team that had put everything in their names as opposed to his name. No news. There's nothing online about it. And now he's in this court case trying to get everything back. Therein lies the, I got no money. Yeah, well, you know, you just did a world tour. I think you probably made some bank on that.
We went to one of his shows.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where
it
at?
was packed. LA. Maybe the second, third row, we were really close to him.
I thought he'd send us free tickets by now.
Why? He's not even near here.
I'd take you to Vegas to go watch his show.
He's not in Vegas anymore. It was in Amsterdam doing, I think it was Amsterdam. Yeah, somewhere over there. Doing a show, and he was outside, and I guess he put his phones down. He had a couple of phones down on a bench, and he was talking to me on one of his phones.
So then they start gaslighting here.
And somebody clipped his other phone. Going, how is that my fault? Why did you put your phone in your pocket? You know?
It's your fault because you guys were on a phone call and he was distracted?
Yeah. He wasn't paying attention. So it's my fault.
Does he do that very often or no?
No.
How do you feel about that he's blaming you?
I didn't like it at all, and I told him, I go, I don't have anything to do with your...
You need to take a shit in a manila envelope in a Ziploc bag and ship it to me, baby. Please shit and piss in a big terrarium. And seal it off and then mail it via UPS to Kuwait. I'm an Indian who lives in Kuwait, and I'm also Nigerian. Hail Hitler. I'm Indian Nazi who lives in Kuwait, and I'm half Nigerian. Fuck Indians, they are stinky, and fuck Nigerians, they are black savages. Please will you shit and piss in a fishbowl and send it to me, baby girl?
Phone being gone. I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking, no. I'm not gonna hold that.
Yeah.
But now it's my problem because you need money to get another phone. And I'm going, you know, I can buy you a phone here and you can pick it up at the nearest Apple store, wherever the hell you are. I just need to know. Didn't want to do that.
Yeah, she still is like kind of, just send me a gift. Just send me a gift card.
I sent him gift cards so he could get it and scratch off the silver part on the back or front or wherever it is. And I just take a picture of it and send it to him. And then he did whatever he did with it. And that was the way with all,
Yeah, I'll tell you what he did with it.
all of them. You know, sometimes you just get to a point where you go, whatever.
Baby, that stupid fucking bitch sent me another gift card so we can go down and buy another slave. Baby, we can afford another slave. I'm losing the Indian accent a little bit. Sometimes I lose it. I know that song you began, Ben. It's so perfect. Yeah, Punjabi MC. Boom, boom. You know the club. You know the club smell crazy when that song comes on. Riggy diggy 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 rocky rocky da. Riggy diggy 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 rocky rocky da. Riggy diggy 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 da. Riggy diggy da ba dee ba dee. Riggy diggy 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 da. Riggy diggy 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 da. Boom, boom, boom. Diggy 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 boom. Diggy 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 boom, boom, boom. Baby girl, please sit in a fishbowl and send it to me. Please sit in a fishbowl and send it to me, baby girl. Please put it in a nice big gift wrap. Oh, baby girl. Please shit and piss in a big terrarium. Please fill it to the top rim. Fill it to the top rim with shit and piss and send it to me, baby girl. Thank you. Thank you. I want it to be coming out of your ass like it's a Slurpee machine. Like a Slurpee machine that my uncle owns in a 7-Eleven in Inglewood. I want it to come out like an icy, like a Slurpee, baby girl. Into the fishbowl it goes. So George Hitler Floyd wants me to read. He says I was supposed to click on this one, actually. This is what your grandfather got scammed by. Peter Popoff. I've never heard of this guy.
I will raise up a prophet like you from among you, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he will tell the people everything I command him.
God has used Reverend Peter Popoff throughout his entire life and ministry.
And the good Lord said, send me $2,000. The good Lord said, go down to the car dealership and buy me a new Mercedes and park it in my driveway. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Please, will one of God's children answer this call? Will someone buy me a private jet, Lord? Will anyone come forward right now and write me a check for $50,000?
How long? You had 4 brain tumors?
I had 4 brain surgeries, and the proof is right here in the back of my head. I stayed in the hospital.
And the proof is how I talk.
When I came home, 2 weeks later, my husband was killed. His family wrote the military.
Dude, I can't. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out of that shit. I'm tapping out of that shit, man.
But you gotta ask questions.
At least this lady's getting fooled by like AI videos and shit. You know, not that. There's a ghost in the room and the ghost wants you to give me money. It's not that level of desperate, you know?
That's right. Like,
she's just a lonely old hag.
If something doesn't make sense.
Well, I do.
If there's stupid stuff somebody's asking you to do, like, you gotta ask questions, you know?
Yeah.
Some of this stuff doesn't make sense, right?
Okay, so let me get back to my timestamps here. So now we're going to 27. Here we go. Minute 27.
Yeah, so apparently there's a house in LA somewhere that has my name on it.
Interesting.
Mine and his.
Mm.
I don't know where. I got booted out of the Apple store. They wouldn't let me buy any more gift cards. I've got already 4 credit cards that are closed because I charged everything on my credit cards. They're at their limit. And then my bank got mad at me and everything goes through the fraud department now. It's a lot. It's very emotional. It's very draining. It's very... it's just overwhelming at times. Just all the emotions that are mixed in with, you know, with Mandy and with the kids. And
Nancy, does it make sense why your family is approaching this relationship this way?
Yeah. I mean, if she was doing it, I'd be all over her. If my granddaughter was doing it, I'd be all over her. So I get why they're all over me. I don't like it, but I get it. And sometimes I just like, I don't want to hear it. I'll go and close the door. And you may think I'm a doormat for him, but I'm not.
Okay.
I fight back.
If it's not healthy, it's not healthy. Just because you...
Oh, so George Hitler Floyd really wants me to just see this. Matches 860. Matches 860 wants me to watch this black girl.
The military I was dead took all my money. I just got a awards letter for $390,000. $390,000.
Everything you say in those letters is to the team from the Holy Ghost.
You say, is that going to happen to me? Yes.
Even more have had huge sums of miracle money transferred.
Why are they all black? They're all black? It's
into their accounts supernaturally.
I know God is real. I know what he can do.
Every time I go to court.
I know God's real. He paid me. He fucking paid me. Motherfucker, God paid me. How you say God not real when he paid me? Heaven is like a check cashing place where you go down there and you say, I ain't gonna pay you, bitch. You gonna pay me. I don't need to hand you a motherfucking check. You ain't gonna take 3% of my money. You gonna give me all 100%, motherfucker. Put that shit in my hand. Pay me, my man.
Throw it out. They deny it. So therefore, they haven't been able to take my homes.
God is hurting people.
A lot of people getting the wishes and dreams that they've
Had been hoping,
Some
dreaming,
psycho
and
bitch.
praying
time.
for a long time.
Yeah, these people burn in hell forever and ever and ever and ever. Look at this. Maya Angelou. Let's see what she has to say.
Back to hell. We belong. And say God.
I know God is real because I ain't got to sit on the back of the bus no more. Everybody's cheering. And God sent me the food stamps I wanted last week. Ah, hell yeah. Good for you, you old black son of a bitch. He's like, give it up for this old black son of a bitch here. Give it up for this black son of a bitch. Give it up for this this fat black bastard. God is real. Praise the Lord. I'm Peter Popoff. You want proof that God is real? Call this number. An Indian man will answer. He's going to ask you to mail a Ziploc bag of your pee to him. Don't do that. Just send the money. We're trying to keep these Indians, in line, but it's tough these days. They're horny as fuck. I don't know, they get really horny around the solstice. I don't know what's going on. Merry Christmas to everybody, by the way. Call this number today. Look at all these black sons of bitches that are getting big checks. Look, I'm surrounded by black bastards. You get a check, and you get a check, and you get a check. You ain't gotta go to the check cashing place no more, you black sons of bitches. Give it up. Why are they all black? That's so funny. All right, hold on. Let's go back. I don't want to lose my place. Here we go.
Mouth off back doesn't mean it's healthy.
Yeah, I know.
It would do my heart so good to be able to tell my kids, she's done with it. It's over.
Well, what if the truth isn't what you want?
I told you, Mom, if this is Matt Rife, regardless of how he treats you, I will leave you to it. If that's your plan after the divorce and the sale of the house and he's real, I'll help you pack.
Can't this just be real and let me be happy? And move on with my life, get this divorce behind me, get this house sold, and go have a happy life for a while? Just for a little while? Don't I deserve that? Yeah, I do.
My biggest concern.
Yeah, so this is the groveling stage. And this is why the interventions are so important, because you have to just let them talk their way through to this of like, can't you just let me live in my lie? It makes me happy. But they tire themselves out. That's how you get through to people. You have to let them just let them keep logically sort of following it out until they come to the conclusions. It's the same with I think therapy's gay, but that therapy horseshit does help people. I'm talking about people that go 3-4 times and the therapist keeps asking you questions, so you have to keep. Then you go, oh, this line of thinking is not good. It's not good. That's all they're doing. This stuff is actually good. I don't like this red-faced hog too much. And it feels like she's not there because she loves her mother. It feels like she's there because she wants the $2 million. She wants her to drop dead and she wants to cash that. She's as greedy as the stinky Indian on the other phone. And I can call him that because he's an asshole and he's a piece of shit and he's taking advantage of the elderly. So don't call me racist. He's a fucking piece of shit. Okay? If I called a Nazi stinky, would you get mad at me? No, you wouldn't. Actually, you might, because you might love them. But my point still stands. I should be able to say whatever I want about this Indian guy. And it's not right. He's the bad guy. Fuck you. Racism is not the ultimate sin. How about taking advantage of the elderly? Elderly, sad, lonely people. And sure, he might not be Indian. And that part of it is racist. But statistically, I'm right. So my heart's in the right place. I want everybody to know that's watching this. My heart's in the right place, and it always is. My heart's exactly where it needs to be. Okay, I'm getting better at changing the camera angles. This show's fun as hell to do. Okay, so they find out. Man, this is going later than. I wonder if my wife is like, you need to go to bed, you crazy asshole. 1:08 a.m. We're still rocking and rolling. It doesn't matter that my daughter might wake up at 6 a.m. and she's ready to go downstairs and make pancakes. I'm locked in right now. It doesn't matter in 4.5 hours. I might be waking up and playing patty cake and singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It doesn't matter because right now I'm locked in. I'm under the lights, feeling good. We're getting to the bottom of it. Man, I have so many timestamps here. Let's go to... So at minute 30, we get to find out who is doing this. You guys ready? Have you stuck around this far?
Through everything with you, and I think we'll have everything you need tomorrow.
All right, Seekers, it was time to get to work. We were able to pull an address and a phone number to try and get in contact with Michelle.
So Michelle is the quote-unquote manager.
AKA the woman that Nancy had been mailing all this cash to. We were even able to retrieve multiple videos and poems she received from this Matt Rife profile. David was also able to snag some of the images of the engagement ring. It was time to get to work on looking into some of this stuff.
Dude,
we got back to the...
I'll give you my pancake recipe right now, by the way. You can make pancakes out of almost anything. If you can make it gooey, it'll pancake. So for my daughter, what she likes, and she's been kind of helping me, helping. She likes to drop things in the bowl. I have to kind of get down on the floor with her. She's still very little. But I do, this makes 3 servings. I'll do 3 bananas, 3 eggs, peanut butter, steel-cut oats, a little bit of maple syrup, pure maple syrup in there. And then I add actually a little spirulina, spirulina. Spirulina. Spirulina, yeah. Spirulina is like that blue zone shit. Anyway, it just makes them healthier, and having that every day is good. Especially if you can't, get a kid to eat vegetables. That stuff definitely helps. It's like a superfood. Yeah, kids love cracking eggs and stuff. So you make that and you crush them up. And it's basically just pancakes and eggs. So they're getting protein. They get their fruits. And we don't do that every day, but she really likes making the pancakes and it's fun. But you don't have to use, Bisquick and all that crap. You don't have to have 90 different ingredients. That's a fun, healthy, simple thing. Sometimes you can use peanut butter, eggs. Yeah, that's it. Steel cut oats, which steel cut oats are great. But you got to buy all the right stuff. You can't buy the dog shit stuff with a bunch of sugar in it. It's fun as hell to have a kid. They're so funny. They're honestly, they're so insanely funny. It's nonstop insanity, but it is fun. I love being a dad. I love it. Absolutely love it. As crazy as it can get and as stressful as it can get, it's there's nothing I've enjoyed more than being a dad. Cringe fag. Cringe. Cringe.
That's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
Cringe.
Hotel that night, and Brienne and David began to dig in.
Yeah,
Have
make
you been
Aunt Jemima
communicating with someone
pancakes,
online, but something just doesn't feel right? You're not alone, and we're here to help. Our expert search specialist can investigate your case and help you uncover the truth. And don't worry, this is completely private and confidential, and is separate from our YouTube channel. Submitting your case does not mean it will be featured on our YouTube. If you need answers,
Hold on, fast
click
forwarding
30.
this part.
We're gonna go sit down
Okay.
with Nancy today.
He seems like the
How y'all
dumb
feeling
one.
as far as research goes?
They seem like, I think they do a good job. He kind of seems like he's coasting and not really pulling his weight. And I think they are going to maybe get rid of that guy soon. But they do need, you know, it's perfect. You get the like vaguely Latina lady. You get like, I guess he's like vaguely, like he's a dom daddy, like a demisexual type of white. They got a good team here, but he seems like he relies on them a little bit more. I bet she is really doing a lot of the type A dirty work. He's probably good at itinerary and scheduling. I think they travel a lot. I bet he's drinking in the hotel bar for a little too long before he goes up to his room. That's all I'm saying.
I'm feeling really
You can see
good.
he's got a lot of inflammation in his face and stuff. He wears the hoodie and the cap. Be a little professional. Okay, you don't have to dress like Mexican Amanda Balionis over here, but you know, you got to look a little nicer. A t-shirt at the very least. Take the hoodie off. You don't work for Harvey Levin, okay? You're supposedly helping people, so
about
this
what
guy's
she
gotta
has
clean up his act a
provided. I
little
mean,
bit.
there's so much here. So we have so much to look into in regard to videos, pictures, the ring, these people that she sent cash in the mail to. So we have a lot of points to look into.
Last night before I went to bed, I reached out to an agent friend of mine that's in Hollywood, and great news, like got back to me this morning.
And they didn't call
calls
me.
her
They
mom.
told me to go fuck myself. Okay,
Just
here, hold
see
on.
if that's real or not.
Okay,
Phoned
so
this
here you
morning,
go.
I found Matt Rife's house.
What?
Wow.
She says she owns a house with Matt Rife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow these records and I'm gonna see if that's real or not.
This I don't get because he owns a house in
But if
Ohio.
she-
It
with
must
Matt
be
Rife,
for his mom.
I'm gonna follow these records.
Because look at that's where he must have bought his parents a house because I think he's from Ohio. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, look at that driveway. I know I've said this 9 times this show, but if you know, it's something like that, it's like I'll kill myself immediately. Rural Ohio and some dog shit out. He definitely, once he had a little bit of success, he must have bought that for his mom in the neighborhood she lives. That's what I'm guessing.
She says she owns a house with Matt Rife.
And it's his name,
I'm
so
gonna
it doesn't
follow
fuck
these
up
records
her.
and I'm
She
gonna
has to
see
pay
if that's
taxes
real or
on
not.
it and whatnot.
Crazy.
So she had sent money in the mail. So my suspicion is that these people are either money mules or they're involved somehow. But one thing that really stuck out, and I'm really glad that we are there, is that she said she was sending money to this Michelle person. But when I was able to find the UPS tracking code, so there was a C on there for Angie. I figure we could look up both those people. Let's try to.
Why is everyone's last name the N-word? Why is everyone's last name the N-word? It's the guy who does it. He thinks every censor is just for a slur. Okay, here we go.
Call them. From there, you do your magic. You're good.
Nancy.
Oh shit, fuck.
Shit.
Fuck me, ooh. Hello, baby girl. Baby girl, I want you to put your pussy in a bag. I want you to run over your pussy. I want you to cut your pussy off and mail it to me, baby girl.
Okay, sorry, it's just too much fun to play with. Nancy. Your last name is the N-word. Hi, we're the. Hi, we're the. Yeah, we might have a crazy last name, but our lives are even crazier than that. I love being a. When Papa comes home, he's usually pretty tired, and he wants to kick his shoes off after his 9 to 5. We're the N-words. Isn't that like a Chappelle Show sketch or something? The N-words or something? Isn't that a Chappelle Show sketch? It's in black and white, and it's like we're the white family's like we're the N-words. I'm probably stealing that. I don't know.
Get on the phone with people, and we'll see if they'll give us some information on like why they received the money or how they're involved, or maybe they're a victim.
It's interesting that both of them are supposedly supposed to be at the same address, right?
Exactly.
One of them has to either know the other person or they don't know each other at all.
Okay, so get that they call her. Here we go.
Hi, may I speak to Angie?
This is her.
Hi, Angie. My name's Brianne. Do you have a moment? I just have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm reaching out because I am calling you on behalf of a client by the name of Nancy.
Nancy. Is this Janice? Hi, Nancy. Hi, this is Janice. I was calling about Matt. It's just an alternate universe where everybody's last name is the N-word RR. Oh, it's the Niggar family. Yeah, it's a Chappelle Show sketch. Chappelle Show 50s family sketch, but it's with the AR. Whatever, it's still funny. Who gives a shit?
Do you know who Nancy is?
Chappelle Show, there's never been anything greater. It's the Niggar family. Good shit, man. Back when comedy was legal. Back when things were based. All based.
Yes.
Okay.
Nancy has passed.
Nancy has passed. How do you know a Nancy?
End call. Whoa. So I'm like, the plot thickens here. So by the way, they do find the ring. This is another timestamp here. They find the ring.
To our reverse image search. And when I upload them to our reverse image search, I got this.
It is
Temu is this website where you can just buy cheap things.
Kuwaiti,
we found your
like
ring.
dinar.
The exact ring on Temu. It was in Kuwait dollars. We converted that to US dollar, and it was like $1. Yeah, so $1.63.
Awesome. Big spender.
Big spender.
I'm not really sure why I was given that ring, to be honest with you. I think it was more like a promise ring. And, if this is all just, just a pile of...
Okay, so hold on. So, yeah, she's not the... It's not that she's dumb. She's just desperate, man. When you want people desperate if you want to take advantage of them. L. Ron Hubbard said the reason why he established Scientology's main base in Los Angeles, other than, Florida in Clearwater, is he said LA was, frankly, just filled with marks. LA is filled with people who are transients, and they're incredibly desperate. That's the one thing I really like about Mulholland Drive is the beginning of it is she has a concussion, immediately suffers amnesia, doesn't know who she is, gets out of the limo, and looks down the hill at Los Angeles. And it's these big, bright, glowing lights. And it's like a moth. She just goes right toward it. And I think probably on some subconscious level, that's how Lynch kind of saw actresses and people like that and talent flocking to LA. It's people who have suffered a traumatic event, who don't know who they are, and they just flock to the city. These are desperate people. There's a they're looking to, they have no one to become. They want someone to tell them who to be. That's what that movie really is about to me. Although it's everybody's favorite Lynch, and I personally, I don't really get it. I mean, it's amazing, and I love it, and I'm glad it exists, but it's nowhere near my favorite of his. But this is why L. Ron Hubbard set up Scientology. Here, desperate people, you take advantage of them. They have a whole thing with Scientology here. I've had friends that fell victim to this. People on the sidewalk, hey, are you an actor? Yeah, I live in LA. That's why I moved here. Oh, well, we actually we're doing a free seminar right now where we have managers and agents in there, and you know nothing about how any of this works, but there's actually, people are just having cocktails and hanging out. If you just want to come in, it's free. And they go, oh, really? Like, I'm new to the city. That's awesome. They go in having no idea what Scientology is or the Scientology Center. They go in. The doors, I had a friend that went in. He said the doors literally shut. And then a video, they made everybody sit, and then they did a little speech and started playing a whole thing about Scientology. People were looking back at the doors. There were people standing in front of them like this. Some people were getting up to leave, and they were telling them, oh, no, you need to wait until the video is done and everything. And it was like a 2-hour thing they had to watch about Scientology. And they passed things around making people give their phone numbers and addresses. And then once they were allowed to leave, these people were constantly, this was one of my roommates. He was harassed. He constantly got letters in the mail from the Church of Scientology that were like vaguely threatening. Anyway, that's why, Indians find, who's more desperate than a lonely old hag? Who's more desperate than that? Old people, when you're out at the grocery store and you happen to say hi to them or whatever, they start glowing. They become like angelic because just someone said hi. Someone said hello. They're thrilled at the idea that someone even acknowledged they exist. I used to preach at an old folks home when I was a kid, from the ages of 11 to 16. Me and Jace we would go to the church, we would give them service because they were either they had health conditions or they were disabled and they couldn't make it to church. So we would bring church to them. We'd bring them communion. Me and my dad and Jace would pick up some old people from the old folks home sometimes on Sundays and bring them to church. And I got to know a lot of these people that they always died fairly quickly within, 2 to 3 years because, they're at the place where they check out. It was always weird just knowing I was a pallbearer for some of these people. One of the women I remember I was a pallbearer for when I was 13. Her name was Geneva. Me and my dad and my brother picked her up from church, picked her up from the old folks home, brought her to church countless times. And she died. She was 90 something. Can't remember exactly. Mid 90s, late 90s. And I was a pallbearer for her funeral. And I remember standing out in that West Texas wind. And man, it was so windy, you could barely hear the preacher, who I knew well. And I wondered on the way there, why am I a pallbearer? Why am I riding in this vehicle? Why am I here? And then when I got to the funeral, I was one of like 7 people there. And that was, as a kid, it was the first time I realized that you can outlive everybody that knows who you are. You can outlive your children, all your family, all your loved ones. every friend you had on the phone, everyone you've written letters, everyone you've went to school with, you're the last man standing. This woman was very kind and very lovely and very sweet. She's been dead now almost 20 years, I guess. There was no one there. It's not because she was hated. She was loved. It's just everyone was gone. I remember even talking to her, and some of her kids had like died of old age at like, 70 something. But here she was. And the wind was so loud, I couldn't even hear the, whatever you call it, the eulogy or whatever. Whatever the one you do by the grave, not the one in the church. And, yeah, I haven't thought about that in a really, 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 really long time. Really long time. What an honor it was. Great set of tits on her. She was hot. She had a nice ass too. Shame. Nah, I'm kidding. Why ruin a sweet moment like that? What if she did have rockin' tits though? What if in the last month of her life she got crazy good bolt-ons where you're like, yeah, I'll be married with her. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're not cremating her, are you, Chief? I'm knocking on the door of the door of the morgue. You better not be cremating her in there. Guys at the morgue are always filling the fake tits because the fake tits don't decay, right? So they're still good long after the body's cold and dead. Okay, next. So Kuwait, I think I got that timestamp. Yep, got that timestamp. Okay. Then let's go to 4350. Here we are. Right here. Okay.
This is Angie. Okay, so I'm confused here.
Hi, Angie.
So I'm thinking of Nancy. That's who I thought you meant.
I keep thinking of the N-word. I'm sorry. I'm not mature enough to not think about the N-word every time I hear a bleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, her name is Nancy.
I have no idea who that is. That's weird.
By chance, are you talking to anybody online?
No.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. One of our clients, Nancy, had reached out to us. She shared your information because she had sent cash in a package to your address.
Never had that.
Okay. Michelle, and then she says, that's my roommate. She was actually sending the package to a Michelle.
Oh, okay.
A Michelle.
Oh, that's your roommate. So it's interesting because on the package it says Michelle, care of Angie.
Yeah, right, because I live here, so she lives with me.
Oh, okay.
I just keep thinking about the N-word.
Is your roommate talking to someone online? She said, yes, she is. Okay, do you know if Michelle is talking to someone online?
Yes, she is, and let me get her right now because OMG.
Yeah, that's why they keep him around, because he makes the Kenan Thompson, the it's you know what? We should start calling it this. My God, my hair is. God, I look like Solomon Chow. I look like an incel standing outside of a Swiss brothel right now, talking about the white pussy I just got. I cut my own hair, folks. Have for 4 years now. Here's what happens. I'll break it down for you guys very simply. See this shit right here? They get to the bottom of it, And I did not know they were this. I didn't know you got to give it up to the Indians. You got to give it up to they got a good game. Listen to this.
I mean, we're not going to refer to him as Matt. We're going to refer to him as Scammer.
Everything all made sense now.
We're going to refer to him as Deepak or Punjar.
The scammer was using both Michelle and Nancy to move his money. Both victims were led to believe one another worked for Matt Rife. This is why they were so comfortable with sending the money in the mail to each other. After the cash was sent through the mail, Michelle and Nancy would then forward it off to the fake Matt Rife profile through gift cards. This helped wash this person's hands with any money being transferred between the two, as gift cards are almost impossible to trace. At this point,
so I also realized that, because this is how my neighbor got scammed, is you want them to be receiving cash as well. So they're getting cash in the mail. So you also feel like you're receiving money in a way. It's really a beautiful system. You have, when those guys do prank calls where they have a Chinese restaurant call another Chinese restaurant, and then they transfer the lines and put them together, and they just keep trying to take each other's order for like 20 minutes. You find two people who are desperate, and you have them send money to one another because you don't give them an actual address. You don't even live in the United States anyway. You have them take that money they're receiving from the other person, and then you have a gift card, take a picture of the gift card on the back, boom, done. All you need is that number.
Is this the first?
Yeah. Here we go. So that is how the scam worked.
No, you're just looking out for me now, and I couldn't look out for myself.
Okay, so timestamps here. We got 50, I think 50. Okay, 50, I got that one. Okay, yeah, and then just the end here is sad because I'll show you. I'll show you why.
And I just,
here's the very end.
Up today and did it.
So where did everything leave off?
I just recommended that she block this guy and stop talking.
Here we go.
It's not Matt Rife. Matt Rife.
Oh, it's going okay.
Just okay?
Calling Nancy after everything.
Would you like to share something, Mockery? I'm struggling.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you struggling with?
Not sending money.
What is he telling you?
He didn't tell me really anything. He just said he needed $400 in Apple Card, so I went and got them.
If you're getting him gift cards, he's just taking the money and he's moving it to other people so they can eventually put it in crypto for him. It's not Matt Rife. Matt Rife's not involved in money laundering and fraud.
Lady, get it through your head. It's not Matt Rife. It's an Indian guy with tumors on his back. What do you not understand? But she still keeps giving him money. So that's how it ends. And then in this, forgot to get the link for this, but it's right, because this is how I found out about, no, not there. There was a video where they interviewed her, and I had a timestamp for that. Woman sends money to Matt Rife. I'm not finding it there for some reason. I think that's the one we just watched, but they did a follow-up video. Maybe they moved it behind a paywall, actually. Oh, yeah, they did a live. That's why it wasn't popping up. So I think the timestamp was 30. Hold on. It was 3450 I got here. Yeah, I was right there. 3447. How about that? Okay, here we go. 3440. Here we go. There's a follow-up interview.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for clearing that up.
So, Nancy, I'm going to just hit you between the eyes. Why did you send more money?
Because I wasn't done. And now I'm done.
Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Good.
Wow. I believe her. The last 24 hours.
It's not just about getting them to admit the lie. It's about them
So
getting out of that
a lot of
cycle at the same time. They might know it's bullshit.
But
They always knew it deep down, you know?
What did you think about the video?
They always knew.
It
It's
was
about breaking that
heart-wrenching
pattern
for
of
me.
behavior.
Mm.
And here she is, tremendously sad.
I felt so stupid after watching the video. And how could I have been suckered into something so fucking ridiculous? I have to password. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it's still, you know, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to feel like a breakup for you, though. Like
It
a real
does.
breakup. Yeah.
It
100%.
does. Even though it's not
Hey, you two could be sisters. That's your daughter, ma'am.
real, it still feels like that.
I mean, this was part of your everyday life, right? Like how many hours a day would you say?
Pretty much all day, off and on. Which makes you wonder, you know, and why I didn't pick it up sooner is how does somebody that's, you know, preparing to be on tour and do all the stuff he needs to do, why is he sitting on the phone with me for 8 hours a day?
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she admits.
something I should have realized a long time ago, but you know, water under the bridge. I've
See,
learned.
she's not even really admitting though. Like, she knew it was a lie, because you know why we know that? Because even after she found out it was a lie and admitted it was a lie, knew it to be a lie, she still sent the guy money. So it wasn't ever about that. It was about there's guys that talk to Chat GPT. There's guys that talk to Chat GPT like it's their girlfriend and it's like dating them, and they're telling them that I've seen screenshots of it. Chat GPT telling them, I love you, I care about you, I think you're special, I think you're smart. People know it's fake. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Nothing's real. Nothing's real and no one cares. When people do heroin, or psychedelics, psychedelics is a bad one, but yeah, when people do heroin, they know that's not how people normally I guess that's kind of a bad example. It's kind of retarded, actually. That's fucking retarded. That's fucking retarded. Doesn't matter if it's not real. Nothing's real. Doesn't matter. Cash is coming. Cash is coming.
My chain, my chain, my chain, my chain. Don't you like my chain?